really sit cross-legged next to you. Is this okay? It's kind of awkward.
How do we sit?
I can sit.
Welcome to a new episode of Yoga Lifestyle 101. Today we're talking about how to create playlists for your yoga class, and we want to share with you how we do that.
First, coffee.
Oh yeah, coffee. I almost forgot. I got so excited about the whole topic because I love playlisting.
Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers. 2019, nothing changed. We're still coffee addicts, coffee lovers.
Now we just don't have a shelf to put the coffee on, so it goes on the floor. 2 minutes?
Let's put 2 minutes on the clock. The first thing you want to do, I think, is create an account with any music service or online music service, for example, Spotify, or maybe you use iTunes and you download your songs, or I don't know what else there is nowadays. SoundCloud. Yeah. 2019 style. There are so many different platforms. So whatever platform you use and you feel comfortable with, go for it. We personally use Spotify. We're not sponsored by them. We just like the idea, like the product, so we use it a lot for our playlist, almost exclusively actually. Yeah. And SoundCloud here and there too, because there are some cool mixes there too, the like full yoga mix you can sometimes find, so you don't have to playlist at all, so that's ideal. But let's talk about how to create your own playlist song by song.
So we kind of just start our day by just listening to music on SoundCloud. And when you find a song that you like, it'll suggest other songs that are in the same genre or the same style, and it kind of just takes you on a journey into a path of music that sounds good to you. As you go throughout your day, you can start adding those songs to a playlist, which we just label as in progress, and we keep that one private between the two of us. And then we'll just dump songs into it, and once the playlist has, 20-30 songs, so it's a little over, 1 or 2 hours or so, then we'll go through the playlist itself and we'll start to order them and then re-listen to the songs and see if it fits within the style we're looking for. Mm-hmm. And then we'll either delete the song, remove it, or reshuffle it into an order that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. We also move it to the next playlist. So if you know the song is really good but it doesn't fit in this playlist anymore, then we create a new one that's also in progress, and then we just move the stuff in there so it flows over into the next playlist, and
so we don't lose the song. Exactly. Yeah. And then once the playlist gets down to a certain length of time, so for a 60-minute class we usually have a playlist that's minus 5 minutes or so, because usually at the beginning of class you don't play music for the first few minutes, and then maybe also in Shavasana, so we try not to have music like playing too upbeat towards the end of class. We want it to cool down as well. So so the playlist is about 5 to 10 minutes short of what your length of your yoga class is, unless the last song is already super chill and something that's good for Shavasana, then it's fine to let the playlist go longer. We
also have one playlist that's only Shavasana songs, so if we want to do something really chill, we just start a song from there and then it's Shavasana, and even if you go over, which you shouldn't in your class, or if for whatever reason you need more songs, then you can be relaxed that the next song will not be some drum and bass or so, you know that you're in the Shavasana playlist, so you're safe, and then all the songs will be super chill. We also have a playlist for our workshops, for the arm balance and handstand workshops, for the warm-up. We have a playlist for our very chill yin workshops, and so we have, I don't know, like 20-25 playlists on our Spotify. It's all public too, so we'll post a link in the description below. Make sure to follow us there to get an idea of what we're all talking about right now.
And you can also use those playlists for your own class as well, and you can even copy the songs from the playlist, take songs out you don't like, add other songs you do, so it's sort of a foundation for you to get started with making your own songs and playlists. The way that you kind of style the playlist itself is like a wave, so at the beginning it starts out a little bit slower, quieter, more gentle, at least for us.
For vinyasa.
For a vinyasa style class, exactly. Maybe it's not the same for, hot Pilates or any other. Yeah,
or gentle or yin. You want to have like a different kind of style of the flow of the playlist.
the music goes along with sort of the strength and style of the portion of the sequence you're in, the module that you're in, that you're teaching. So the playlist for vinyasa style will start out a little bit more gentle, smooth, and then it'll lead up to not necessarily a peak. We've found that's also not so great to do, because if you are a little bit off in your module while you're teaching, and maybe you come down for a cool down part and then it's playing like really intense bass nectar, it can also be a little overwhelming. I mean, it's great, but yeah, it makes it a little bit harder to like time your module with the actual music. So we found that it's just easier to have music that becomes upbeat and uplifting, and then a cool down at the end. You'll play around with it, you'll figure out your own style, your own peak point in the playlist that's unique to your own style of teaching.
The playlist is also basically never done. At least the first version is not the final one. Then you go do your own practice with it and you really like it. And then you go teach and use that playlist, and then you figure out that, oh, it doesn't work that well, and then you want to swap songs or remove songs, add songs in. So you start to refine your playlist, and it might take like 4 or 5 times of refinements until you feel like, okay, this is like a really solid playlist, and that you can trust in it, that next time when you need one, you can just use that one and you know it's good. So it's always, it's a little bit work in progress after you did most of the shuffling and stuff. There's still some adjustments.
And one of the nice things, I think iTunes does this as well, but with Spotify you can also fade the songs together in the settings so that the song doesn't completely die out and then you have 5 or 10 seconds of silence before the next song begins. So we do a 6 or 12 second fade, whatever the max is for the fade. We crank that all the way up so that the songs overlay on top of each other and they sort of flow into each other a little bit better. It makes a huge difference when you're actually teaching. If you're coming to a peak and then the music dies out and it's dead silent, it's tough to keep the energy up. So the fade is super important, which is something that Spotify, SoundCloud does not have. So that's why we use SoundCloud for the playlist, where it's like the whole mix is together as one song.
So whatever program you're using, just look up Crossfade and then you'll find settings for this. And so next time you sit down in your car or your work and you listen to music, use whatever program you're using, and then if you like a song, just add it to your playlist and then build it up like while you're doing other stuff and you're listening to music anyways, so you kind of save time on that too. Thank you so much for watching. We hope this was useful for you. Thank you so much for supporting us in 2019. Hit the subscribe button below, the like button, leave a comment of what we should record next, what kind of videos we should record. Always helps us out when we get your messages and your comments to know what you're interested in, because ultimately this is for you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Bye.